Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Worship is all I do. Let's worship. Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Hallelujah, somebody, wherever you are,
It's a blessing to be celebrating God.
for His goodness. Yeah, say, all my life you have been faithful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able,
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
I love you, Lord, for your mercies never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love you, Lord, for your mercies never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment I wake until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my
life you have been faithful.
all my life you've been so
All
good,
my life you have been so,
so good. With every breath that I am, oh, I will sing
I will sing
of the goodness.
goodness of
Now
God.
listen, it says, I love your voice, for you have led me through the fire. In darkest nights, you were close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have laid in the goodness of God. All my life,
You have been faithful.
all my life you've been so
All my life
good,
you have been so,
so good. With every breath that I am, oh, I will sing
I will sing
of the
of the
goodness. Hey,
goodness of God.
one more time, put your hands in the air.
All my life you have been faithful.
Oh, Lord of mercy, you've been so
All my
good.
life you have been so, so good.
With every breath I am,
Every breath that I am made,
oh, I will sing.
I will sing
Hey,
of the goodness
I love this part. It says, your goodness is running after me. Yes, God.
It's running after me.
See, your goodness is running after me.
It's running after me.
With my life laid out,
Lay down,
I surrender now.
I give you everything.
Your goodness is running after me. Oh, God.
It's running after
One more time. See, your goodness.
It's running
I can see it every day. Running up to me. Your goodness is running after me. Hey,
It's running after me.
with my life laid down,
Surrender now.
I give you everything. Your goodness is running after. Your goodness is running after. Hey, somebody lift your voice and celebrate God. He's worthy, worthy.
Lovely people, welcome to the maiden edition of Table of Ministers. This is one that I believe that is going to be a blessing to all of you that are watching online. I want to thank all my guests that are in the studio. Table of Ministers is all about bringing in ministers and music-related people. So we have discussions about the ministry, what we have been called to do, and then even personal life issues that probably could be a blessing to somebody watching us. And I want to say a special thanks to Worship Gateway TV, the chairman, the director himself, Mr. Dr. Techi, for uploading this show so that we stream it live on his channel. So my name is Amart, as you know. Today I'll be unveiling my latest nickname that a lot of friends have been asking. I know Nick will be waiting for it, but before we proceed to the rest of the program, we want to go for this quick commercial break. We'll be back shortly. That is the reason why we are coming together, and it's going to be on the 12th of December at the Apostolic Church, Ghana, at the Rehoboth District Assembly, Sacramento. Trust me, you can't afford to miss it. Red carpet is going to be from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on the dot, the event starts. Trust me, you don't want to miss from the beginning to the end. This year's red carpet is going to be lit. I have wonderful friends that are coming in to support me. People like Nana Gate, Sam Aqua. We have Dorcas Ejiri and other wonderful ministers that will be coming on. Make sure that you make a date on the 12th of December. It is a Sunday.
In that same regard, you just want to lift up your voice and exalt the King of Kings. You came here to meet God. Come on, somebody. Lift your voice and exalt Him. You didn't come here because of another person. You came here to meet God. Lift your voice. Lift your voice. We bless you, Jesus. We bless you, Jesus. Come on, in the next 30 seconds, you want to lift up your voice. Labadosh, Sadiandanamadosh. Wosuna wukro. Now yeah, kesi. Wosuna yeah, kesi. Wosuna wukro. Now yeah, kesi. Wosuna yeah. Osina pona, oni wo bese. Come on, lift your voice now. Ina pona, ya didn't better to oni wo se radi. Wosu na mukro na kesi.
Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. Well, if you just click the link, this is Table of Ministers right here on Worship Gateway TV. My name is Amart. We are just kick-starting, so you are in at the right time. But before we continue, I want to just tell you, you should click on that subscribe button below the video that you're watching so that anytime we come online, you can have notifications so that you can enjoy every big program we have. So today being the maiden edition, we are going to have four sets of discussions that I believe that we need to talk about. I was on a page that we're talking about two of them, and the things that we were hearing, they were some way. So I decided to twist it and then bring it here so that we talk about it. But before we talk about all these things, I want to introduce my guest in the studios with me today. So on my right, I have my brother, Nana Dazi. Bro, you're welcome. Please use your microphone. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
How is the family?
Glorious by grace.
How was church today?
Very powerful.
What did the pastor say?
I love the pastor preached.
He preached a lot. So what did you take from it?
It's one of those things.
He picked one of those things, right? That's what he picked. So I don't know which one of those things. So on my immediate, I don't know which name to use, but on my immediate left, I have one of the finest ministers in our midst. She's a caterer as well. And her name, which of your names should I use? Paulina or Apresi? So her name is Apresi. She's also called Paulina. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
So how is the kitchen thing going? Oh, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. So on my far immediate left, I have one of the finest fashion, I don't know how to put it. I mean, he dresses and then I get confused. But he gives me pressure. He gets a lot of crash, but the ladies too, they worry him too much. I don't like that. That lady, when you come, stay, don't go. He's a good man. His name is Minister Caleb Jones. Oh, please speak loud for me. How are you doing? I like your tie.
Thanks, sir.
Can I take it when we are done?
Sure.
Are you sure? I'll take it too. Well, that's just by the way. So I have three wonderful ministers in our midst, and behind the camera, I want to acknowledge my finest sound engineer, Mr. Ishboto. I want to salute you, and then I have with me, Madam Gloria is here as well. Can you give me a wave? And then I have Madam Joyce. Give me a wave. Right. God bless you for coming. So let's go straight to the discussion today. And God bless you for joining us online. I don't take it for granted. So we're going to talk about something. So we're going to talk about honorarium and charge when it comes to ministry. Now, we are all, what do we call it? We are all aware of, we've had discussions relating to, Caleb, we've had discussion, you've had discussion relating to this monetary thing where you go to programs. I don't know whether the word is you are expecting them to give you or they are supposed to give you by default. Do you get it? Oh, yes. And one person gave a definition of honorarium. He said that honorarium is a gift or a form of appreciation a program or event organizer gives to you as a form of saying thank you. And that honorarium means that you didn't ask the person, but the person is giving it to you. which means it is different from charging.
Sure, very true. Sure.
Right? It's different from charging. So when it comes to charging, it's like you call me, yeah, hello, you want me? My manager says 5,000 cedis. That's the charge. So between honorarium and charging, my question is, which one do you think is right? Nana?
Well, thank you so much for the privilege to be here today. Personally, I think that it depends on the communication before the person is brought or the person has been contacted.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it depends on the relationship you have with the person giving you the invitation.
Okay.
You understand? Sometimes you totally don't know the person at all, and you find it difficult to go because you don't know whether to charge, whether to go expecting.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then there are times too that when you go, you are not giving anything, though you don't have any relationship with the person. But we have an issue with it sometimes because you took a car and all those things.
You pick boats.
Yeah, boat. And you know, these days too, when you use boat, it's not easy.
100 Ghana
Yeah.
cedis.
So, whichever way it is, you should be given something. Because
Wow.
appreciation is very necessary. You understand? Appreciation is very necessary. So, unlike you do to anybody that doesn't do anything for you, when you invite a pastor, you honor him. So when you invite a minister, you have to honor him. And I believe it's fair.
Wow. So when you invite a pastor, you honor him. So when you invite a minister, you also honor him. Okay, I'll come to Caleb, but let me go to Apresi and talk, because the other time I was having a discussion with, and he mentioned something as you're saying. So Apresi, what's your take on it when it comes to like going for events? Are you supposed to expect, should you have the mindset of expectation that they are going to give you something?
Okay, so personally, I haven't really gone for events that much.
Yeah.
But all the ones I've been to, when I go, I don't expect anything. But when it comes, fine. If it doesn't come to, fine.
Wow. So let me ask you, have you, the ones they gave you, have you in any way heard a voice give the money back?
Intense.
I think with that one, intense with the upcoming ones.
Intense.
Take it back, or so it's, yeah, something like that.
So have you had that experience before? Onyantes voice no. And say be a person obeti. Anna. So Caleb, the other time we were having a discussion related to it. I mean, I don't want to talk into details about the conversation we had, but he was talking about the fact that so far as pastors are honored, ministers must be honored. So what is your take on it?
Okay, you asked a question that if they are right to do that, right?
Yeah.
Whether honorarium or charging.
Yeah, please speak a bit louder.
Whether honorarium or charging, right?
Yeah.
I would say both are right to do that. Whether
Okay.
you appreciating the person or the person charging you. First of all, if an upcoming artist is coming up, the stress that the person is going to go through, the pain that the person is going to go through.
Okay.
Sometimes you have these people that they can easily help you, but they expect you to struggle to get to the top. Why? They struggle to get to the top. So they expect you to also go through that same procedure to get to the top. So when you get to the top, now you have this mindset that with what I have gone through,
yeah,
I have to make sure that I don't joke with what I'm doing. That is where the kingdom business steps in. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Some people have taken the upcoming artists for granted. When they invite you to a program, just recently I had a very funny conversation with one church elder.
Funny?
Yeah, very funny. I just laughed because I'm coming for a program with my band, almost 7 people, and you are telling me you give me 100 cedis. And you have invited...
I'm giving you what?
100 cedis with the 7 people. And you have invited one big artist. I ask you, why are you giving me 100 cedis? You told me all the ministers that you are inviting, you are giving them 100 cedis. And I asked you, so are you giving that artist that you have invited 100 cedis? You told me, why do I want to take the same amount as the upcoming? Straightforward, it's an insult to me. Trying to make me know that what I'm carrying is not valuable. So if that happened, when you are coming again, I will not go into that softer way. I will make you know, just go to my management, talk to them. If you do it, I will come. If you don't do it, that is what has made most upcoming artists change towards the churches.
Okay.
Because they are taking what we have for granted. They don't value what we have. So when someone charges, I understand perfectly. When you give the person an honorarium, it's right, because the person will take car. Sometimes you have to go with Uber, taxi. And if not for anything, you take 1 or 2 people along to make sure that your administration goes well. And when those people finish, you expect, or the people are expecting you to give them something.
Yeah.
And if you don't give them something, next time when you call them, they will not go. So we should consider those things. The churches are making the ministers, they are making us look like we are not valuable. As my brother said, if you invite a pastor and you will give him a good sum of money, then when you invite a minister, don't give him that 50 cedis, that 100 cedis. And also sometimes talk as if the person is begging you to give him, because the person is in his house and you called him or her
To come and sing.
to come and bless you. So at least that place, I'm in full support of whether you are charging or that is it. Yeah.
Wow. So he's in full support. So from what the discussion we are having right now, it means that in order for somebody to now act as if he charges, it's based on the experiences he's got from previous
Very true.
ministers or pastors and elders and all that. Now, please.
The relationship.
The relationship.
that you have with the
So
one inviting you.
let's move to the next. Let's move to the next thing. Now, when it comes to monetary stuff, like as an honorarium, for example, he's more or less like he's graduated from just a friend to a brother. If not for the fact that it is surname, like I can say that, let me say he's my brother. Now, with such relationship, I'm going to put the question back to you. Now, when I put him on the bill, there are times like I don't even ask him like whether you have program or not. When it comes to him, I don't ask him whether he has program or not. I just put his name on his face picture on the bill, and I just send it to him. Hey, we have program on this date. Appear. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So with such relationship, I'm coming from a certain angle. With such relationship, when he comes for the program, should I honor him?
Okay. What you are saying is so right. He just said it. Relationship.
Yeah.
You create a relationship. So when I'm coming for your program, I'm not expecting you to give me something, because I have a relationship with you. Because I can also need you in my program.
In fact, we always need each other.
Very good. So the best thing is, I am not going to ask you for that, but at least you have to have it in mind that as the person is coming, the person is going to surely take a transport. Sometimes we have to go in for a new cloth just because of a program. Because I can't put on one cloth like people will, they be also. Do you understand?
I get it.
So you are branding yourself. So as I have that relationship, as I'm coming, you have to also have it in mind that at least I have to give the person something that he can take or she can take it back home safely. Do you understand it? So
I get it.
the relationship values or counts a lot. But you're the person that inviting your colleague or your friend to come. At least you have to appreciate that person. Yeah.
What do you say about that one?
I agree with him. I remember I've moved with a minister before, so let me share this.
Is it the one I know? Oh, is it the one I know?
I don't know. I don't know if you know.
No, the one we've spoken about before.
Yes.
So let's go.
Okay, and one time we were invited to a program at Ashaiman, a place called Atadika. It's Sheho Baby, and we really struggled before getting to the place. And
Those
after
locations.
after the program, all the person said was, God bless you. And honestly, that day night, Jessica knows. And we weren't really expecting anything, but to travel that distance, and a so you call car bar as a 30 minutes time and next car bar. So like the struggle was real, but oh, God bless you, and that was it. How we were going to come back and all that, it was like, nah, and funny who be. But though yes, but at least
you needed a motivation.
But I would say you should be fair. Like, I don't know.
Nice.
Yes. And yes, because you know the person, you want to take advantage of that. But it's fair. With the urban call for a car, so at least.
The car, not the
yes. Yes.
Fool, we better than fool.
Or car, because a fool. But like something, not even if not too much, just something small. But some, they just, God bless you, and you won't even see them again. And they will be missing.
Also, can I pitch something?
Okay, before.
Sorry to say. It's an experience that I had. I think years back, I went for a program. I don't know if the person is even watching, but very far place.
You mean very far?
Very far place. And I don't know what happened, but I was having challenge because I was schooling. So I was having challenge with finances and those stuff. But I was able to gather some few money just for that program. And I went for the program, like 3. The first one, do you know what happened? When I was returning back from that far place, they gave me 20 cedis.
20 cedis?
I opened the envelope.
It was in an envelope too?
Yes, please.
Wow.
The second one, I went with someone, a keyboardist. So luckily, I have budgeted for that. I was given 50 cedis. A far place. You get it? So and one funny thing, they were expecting to bring a bigger artist on board.
Wow, okay.
So if this thing happens, what do you expect me as a person to react when next time you invite me to a program? Then I have to go to the straight way, like the kingdom business, talk to my management. And sometimes it's destroyed relationship when you try to be straight.
Yeah.
But that is how they are making us feel like doing. Because how can you go for a program, a shaman? Not even a shaman. And you will tell me, God bless you. I nearly walked from a place home.
Have I worked before?
I
think I've worked before.
I have to call some people to send me something so that I can.
Yeah, that thing. Charlie, please, can you send me this amount?
Marco, I've gone to bless people and I have to struggle to get back home. So that things, it's really worrying. Like, something needs to be done.
Something needs to be done about this. So before we go for this commercial break, I'm going to ask Nana this question, and then when we come back from the break, we'll continue the conversation. So now, you realize that some people, sincerely, they don't have. Like, per the organization of the program, everything is actually zero. We know, all of us here know that we don't get that kind of support, even from our own, some of our pastors. Because I know some pastors.
I was just about to say that.
I know some pastors that, I'm sorry, that when, no matter where I'm doing the program, whether he's on it, whether I'm inviting him or not, when I put it before him, he will release. Even if it is 50 cedis, God bless you, share. 50 cedis is not a small amount. So some people have, like, they sincerely want to give. But here's a case where, like, out of everything that they've done, they don't have. Like, they wish they would give. So instead of 7 periods, instead of him probably, the 20 cedis, common sense should have actually made them make it a parcel. For me, instead of 20 cedis, because 20 cedis, Mimbo, no, I'm coming. No, let me give you an example. You've gone for programs and they've given you parcel without money. But let's do this calculation. How much is series? About 10 cedis. Let's assume it's 10 cedis. Now, I can ask another 10 cities. Now, I can get series of pastries inside, plus water. No, we've all had that. Now, if the person gives this to you, and the person tells you, say, oh, Osofo, we wish we could, blah, 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 but this is what we have to say thank you. With you, how will you take that?
Well, personally,
please speak loud.
Personally, I think I would prefer the money to the parcel.
Okay.
You understand? I can't go selling the things you give to me as a parcel to make money to, you know, take the car back home.
This is a punchline.
Oh, yeah. I can't go selling the items you give me to, you know, get a car back home. But at least if it's 20 cedis, and then you make me know. Sincerely. But sometimes you realize, and then you know that money has come into the program. And then sometimes personally, no, not at all. You know, sometimes some of us, we are led to even raise funds for the program.
Yeah.
And then you realize people have sold enough.
That they can give.
But yet they won't give.
Maybe they have debts to pay.
They have debts.
I mean, they've given part payment to some of their things.
You see, but personally, whenever I go into, let's say, a colleague's program, I go to support. I don't go expecting anything. There are a lot of programs that I go that I'm not on bill. I don't even mind.
The one we went for.
Oh, yeah. You know, I don't mind. There are times that people will call me and be like, hey, would your program be our one in name? We are invited to now in name. But I don't mind. You understand? I go to support the person. At least obi amba no to neni no humia. Onim se my yeden. Maba. So sometimes you can even give your own money to support because you know what a brother is going through. Because there is no support coming from anywhere.
Sure.
You understand? So those are different issues altogether. But a church invites you.
Okay.
And before anybody organizes a program, they have their budgets. You understand?
Budget. Okay.
They have their budgets.
Talk about all this.
And then, you know, the most annoying thing, or let me say the most painful thing is that you go into a program, sometimes you meet, let's say, those who have made the names. Yeah, they've made the names. They are there, you come there. And then sometimes you even realize that the ministrations that went on, truth be told, what you did is even more than what they came to do.
No, you actually have 10 minutes. They have 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Some, when they are done with the collection of songs they came to do, they are gone. But you will stay, you will do praise and worship. After praise and worship, they'll call you to come and minister. After ministering, offering, you come and sing. When the pastor is ministering, he gets to prophetics and all that, you would have to sing till the service is over.
So this, you're talking about like church program?
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about church programs. Then, because the one with name, or the one that has made the name, has charged, they'll give the person all the money he charged for or she charged for. Then you, who has done all the job, you know, let's consider this one. How many minutes does a pastor preach when he comes for a program?
I think 45 to an hour.
Depending.
If the person is a prophet and he wants to flow.
But generally, like...
generally 45 minutes.
For like 45 minutes. But you, the minister, can work for over 2 hours. Then at the end of the day, they don't give you anything. Your throat. So there are times that even water is a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, there are times that you go for a program and you will sing, you will minister, you do all the gymnastics, and even water is a problem.
And I'll take my water along. I have my bottle, so I'll take some. So whether you give me water or you don't give me.
Yeah, so it's not fair.
That is what is going on.
It's not fair. You know, like let's not play, you know.
I'm getting what you're saying.
It's not fair. It's just not fair. Because a pastor will come. You won't leave him to go empty-handed. It's not done. You know the issue here. When I invite a pastor, I'm a pastor, and I invite a pastor, and a pastor comes. The money I give to him, when he invites me, he will give me the same or probably more than. You understand? So the pastors don't have a problem giving monies to their colleague pastors.
Sure.
But you, minister, you invite a pastor to come and do what? You don't give him anything when he comes. When he comes, he's actually coming to support you and even give you something. So they don't mind whether they give you something or not. Though there are some few people that consider these things and then they are doing well when it comes to honoring ministers and all that. So I think that is actually not fair.
Okay.
You understand? It's not fair.
I get it. So, before we go for the break, he said it's actually not fair for you to minister for hours and then the pastor will look at your face and tell you that Nyamin Shrao. And even water is a problem. When we come back from the break, I'm going to talk about this water thing. That experience, it was so beautiful, but I thank God for my heart. The heart I have is very good. Sure, the heart I have. We don't have the heart. Trust me. So, on this note, you're watching Table of Ministers right here on Worship Gateway TV. My name is Amart. I have in the studios with me my wonderful sister, Apresi, Caleb, and Nana Dazi. We are going to go for this quick commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
Amen. Amen. Lost in the dark, I felt like my whole life was drowning. But when I looked up and called you Jesus,
You said, child, my grace is here.
grace found me. Your grace brought me out. Grace found me. Your grace brought me out. Grace found me. Your grace brought me far. Thank you for your grace. You want to wave your hands and celebrate the Lord for grace. Was lost, all helpers failed, and darkness seemed to overwhelm me. But when I looked up and called you Jesus, you said, child, my grace is here. Grace found me. Your grace brought me out. Grace found me.
Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. You're watching Table of Ministers right here on Worship Gateway TV. My name is Amart, and we've been talking so far. We've been talking about honorarium and charge, and we've had a lot of presentation. They're talking about the fact that we need to appreciate, no matter how much small it is. But I believe that, for me personally, I'm also a minister, so let me add my voice. I believe that sometimes I think communication also counts. Communication counts in all these things, because if you don't have and you make the person look as if you have, it has a way of communicating another thing. But before we continue, please, I want you to keep sharing the link to people on your page. Set a broadcast list. Share the links. And please send your comments as well, because your comment is really, really needed since you're not here. So let me read a few comments. So Prayer Force Incorporated, Kofi Aqua, says Jesus is still faithful. Nikwe, he said, wow, love this. And he smiled again. Oh, Nikwe, why did you mention the nickname on the thing? I don't like that. Dominion Chapel Inter. Hey, today two churches are doing you. Don't call you again. You. Dominion Chapel, that's just by the way. Dominion Chapel International, my father. Wow. Who? Father asking. Ghana Say Online TV, wonderful discussion. Reverend Isaac, he says 9. Godiva, blessing, my chairman at church. He says, let's have a little work. Okay, thank you. We've done that as well. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so Reverend Ike is saying hi to you. Appreciate. And Jordan Music says, God bless you. Jesse says, okay, so we've done that as well. Reverend Ike is saying something. He says, the God bless you is a part of the walk. I believe it's the stage we have to go through. Nevertheless, I think if you have transport issues, you should communicate it to the host. So this is what Reverend Isaac is saying. He's saying that God bless you is part of the walk. Now, the work he's talking about here, if I understand him carefully, is the ministry journey. It's like we have stages as well. So, I'm coming. When I finish, then anytime you want to talk, please use your microphones. And so Prayer Incorporated also came. He said, please, I think that honorarium and charging are done with a different motive by the host. That's what she's saying. And then she says that I don't get the same prayer for. He said, I don't get the guest on my right, on your right. She's not getting you. The topic and the discussion is honorarium, charging during events or programs. Minister Nee, stand. Yes, please, that's what we are talking about. So, that's what we are talking about. So, we'll dive deep into it. So, like I said, before we went for the commercial break, I was talking about the fact that you go for programs and then some sincerely don't have. I mean, I've gone for programs and you could see that, Charlie, this one, the person doesn't have. So what do you think should be the best way for the person to communicate it to you if the person doesn't have, sincerely? Should the communication be when you come for the program, or the communication should be before you come for the program? Caleb?
I think the communication should be before you come for the program. Because when I come for the program and you tell me, bro, I don't have, it will be a shock to me. Because maybe I've not prepared myself very well, thinking that I'll get something little to add up. Oh, Nyame Shrine. The truth is, Nyame Shrine. But Sena, what the pastor was saying, we have to go through the process. Whatever that comes out, boom, is a suspect. But God takes time, prepare you.
Yeah.
So those processes are all parts. Because even Jesus Christ, before he started his ministry, he went hide himself for 40 days, 40 nights to pray. At that time, he was not having any money. But after he came out, signs and wonders what followed him. He had everything within. But those things that he did over there made it what came out, even though he was God himself.
Yeah.
But he needs to prepare himself. So all that we are going through, yes, we have money, but at least the Levites eat from the tithe that is being given to the. Do you understand it? So we having money do not mean you don't have to communicate with us so well before we come for the program. Communicate with us before we come, so that if I will willingly come out and tell you that, oh, bro, don't worry, I'll come. It's about Christ. I'll come and support.
Yeah.
I'll come. I do. One funny thing is that whatever we are discussing, I have had so many experience on that.
Yeah.
Even now, I was just chatting with someone and I just laughed. I just gave him a smile. He called me for a program that is about hosting. That is in December. And after we spoke, he's
I hope
my.
It's not on my date.
No. After we spoke, he is my university mate.
Okay.
I told him that I believe when I'm coming, my transportation is going to sort out. Could you believe that because of what I said? I just saw that he has bring out the flyer today. So, you're a friend. If I've told you this thing and you have done this, what do you expect me to do when you come again the next time?
I'll take you through the hard way.
So sometimes we create relationship and we destroy it easily because of these things. Giving me my transportation, that is not going to feed me because God has already blessed me. But at least I might come along with some people. I have to take care of them.
And the coming along with people, I think, in this case, is it that we need to communicate to them that I'm bringing this person, this A, B, and C, and D?
Personally, when I'm going there, I'll do that. I will do that. I will let you know I'm coming with this person or that person, either one or two.
But I think some people also will tell you that, based on.
Sure,
budget,
I'll come.
Please come alone.
Sure, I'll come.
So that one, when they tell you and you come with somebody, it's at your own.
Yeah, it's my
So that's what I'm saying. Then that is what I'm saying. That then communication before the program is what actually creates the whole problem.
Sure.
Can I come in?
Yes.
You know, there are times that you will communicate. Haven't you ever been to a program where you've communicated with the organizer or the one that invited you? You've told him or her what should be done. You've agreed on something to be done. But you get there after the performance and after ministering and everything, then you are disappointed. You've never been to a program like that, eh?
Well, with me personally, based on the question you're asking, with me personally, I've gotten to a stage in my in ministry where nothing surprises me again.
Oh yeah.
No, like whether you give me or not, I have segment because listen, if you are going to put a hat like you are not that you are expecting, but it's nice for the person to say thank you. If I have that thing small in my mind, it will always have some
disappointments.
We are human beings. You will feel it. But because I have sagged my mind that, you know what, whether I go and say thank you, before you come in, this water thing we're talking about, I went for a program. And this program, that day, my pastor said we are going to buy light. And he said we should go to China Mall. Where is China Mall? Tema. Our church is around, that time our church was around Atiko. The program was at Dansuman. We are going to Tema. And the time we even close service, any China na kono. Anytime I met some bitch, but we went to 2 4x4 cars. So I had to sit in. I mean, your pastor said we should go. So I had to sit. When we went, Charlie, not me who pray me, but Charlie, you have to deliver. When we finished, then we went to sit in the other 4x4, Prado. He was going towards exhibition. The man to speed or no. Now me who pray me. Me see, I got down at exhibition, runabout. And then because all of you know me, I'm a time conscious person. Unless something hits me. But if not for that, before you start the program, I'm there. I picked taxi because I knew I was getting late. Oh, when I went, I think I was ushered to sit in front. Now watch this. They came to serve water. 2 people were sitting next to me. They served the 2 of them water and left me. Me so the sound was that bad that only God can help my voice. I didn't say anything. Then at the point I was feeling thirsty. So myself, I went out to go and buy my water, just like you say you carry. And I came to sit down, drank my thing. After the administration, even that sense of respect, I mean, coming to you and saying that, oh, Charlie, bro, God bless you for coming. You are not giving me anything, no problem. God bless you for coming. That one too didn't come. He was standing with some set of people.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, I'll call you. God bless you. I wasn't, for me, like I said, I wasn't bothered because, I mean, one day, you meet some.
That's why I said it's not fair. It's actually disrespect. You understand? It's me. I don't see the reason why you should even do that in the first place. Because you ask yourself, if I am the one, will I be happy? You see, when you answer yourself and the answer is no, you don't do that.
Okay, so now a lot of comments before I come to you. Now I'm going to read some comments, but before I come to the comments, I want to summarize the comments into a question. Now, people are talking about process, right? People are talking about process here. Like, you need to go through. We've heard stories about some of these top ministers where they have to walk. Dometo is like a mentor. You have to walk from Bema camp to some places, and the same way we are going through what we are going through, like they are facing such a thing like that. But God being so good, today you can't. It's impossible for you to call him and say that he didn't give him anything. Do you get it? So people are talking about process. From the comments I'm getting here, I'll read them. But the comments here now is like, it is a process. So you need to go through. When they give you or they don't give you, you have to go. So in other words, when I come and you don't appreciate me, I still have to come the next time.
That is why the upcoming artists or ministers are not being respected. When we always talk about process, yes, it is the process that we have to go through. So do we have to always make upcoming artists go through those process?
For them to
No.
suffer.
Because when the person is going to record, when he even comes to you that he needs a support,
They don't mind you. Are
you
going
ignore
to
the person. If the person is organizing the program, he needs a support, because if the person do not get good music out there, you tell the person you are not serious. You be the same person to tell me that I'm not serious.
okay.
And you are saying a process. Yes, it's true. I have to go through that process. We have to go through that process. But if I don't get that support to go through that process, then we will keep on saying that when we get to that place, when we get to the
do the
top,
same thing.
we will also wait for the kiss that you to go through the process. Suffer.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, we don't have to let them suffer. We have to make a change.
So
We
does
need
it
to make a
mean,
change.
Because they had a hard time getting there, we also have to go through that same hard time?
It looks like that's what they're trying to.
Can
Yeah,
I
that's
come
it.
in?
That is what they are trying to say.
You know, the truth of the matter is, it's not everyone that will actually get to the top.
Okay.
You understand?
There's-
Oh,
there-
no, like,
there's a statement.
let's
here.
be frank. We are all ministers. Right now, we are colleagues. You understand? But
Yeah.
it's not everyone that will get to the top, let me say, to be like the Joe Metals, the, you know,
Yeah, because you meant to start with a little.
yes.
But they're not.
So it's not everybody that will get there. So whilst I am at this level, why don't I enjoy what I would get at this level? Then if I don't get to the top, I know that at least my brain go maybe as my buy. I don't know if you get my point.
I get your point.
Yes. Into the mimi ndru soro ho. Enti mo men twen me se me ndru soro ho ansa na wa ye ne ese wo ya mame.
So in other words, what you are trying to communicate is that don't wait for me to
get to the top.
To get to the top, and
Sure.
then now you are giving me the money.
Sure.
Bi an ndru soro
Sure.
ho.
Okay, so before you come in, so what you're trying to say is that because we can't tell the destiny of anybody, any opportunity you get to honor somebody, do it well.
Honor the person.
Also, it seems, let me just come in. It
Come
seems
in,
like I'm
come
talking too much, but this
So
place is something that I really like. I am very young, but by God's grace, I had the calling in this music thing like 8 years now, by God's grace.
Wow.
And the headache, the pressure,
Normal.
we still did so come. But there is one funny thing. We are talking about process. We have these great guys who are now into the other world. That is secular. They were gospel artists. People released album.
Kwame Eugene. Oh,
Like,
I mean, everybody knows.
it's not.
He said
It's
it
not even
himself, so-
only the one.
Yeah, I know it's not
Like
only the
we
one.
have, and look at these people when they divert to that side. Quickly, they will get people supporting them, and they'll go. But look at gospel. Gospel wants you to suffer, struggle.
Okay, because we need bread there.
Before you get to the
we
top.
need bread there, and you don't want to go through the process.
So when will we lose souls to the world? We are saying that we are preaching about Jesus Christ. We have to go for soul winning. The souls that we have, we are not keeping them. And they are shifting ways. And do you know the things that is going on? Like, it's high time our fathers, our mothers needs to come in this. They should put this process that
Wow. So, so this issue is a very delicate, dicey, and very deep issue. I mean, when you look into it, people are talking about now. But me, I'm a disciplinarian in a way. There are some of the ministers, they are indisciplined.
It's very true.
You can I think Christian Vibe spoke about this. He was doing a video, like almost he went for I think Te's program, and he was like, ministers are more like young ministers are you've come. When they come for the program, instead of them sitting down, they are standing outside having unhealthy conversations. When it is their turn, then they'll run and come and sit down. Immediately they finish ministry, they rush
go,
back.
yeah.
Now, with such an attitude, do you think You should be honored. Because, let me read a comment here. Now, Kwame Jan official is saying, the honorarium you expect should accompany the value you bring on the table. I think the first thing is to first please the Lord and work in your assignment. That is what he's saying. And then, oh wow, my brother joined. God bless you. Something to say, getting to the top doesn't make you the top. John the Baptist wasn't at the top, but he baptized the top.
Sure.
So, Sam, come more. So, what are you trying to say? I mean, let us understand it. And Prayer Force Incorporated, Kofi Aqua says, a charge is done by agreement between the two. If you are invited to a program and you are charging, you will agree with the host before embarking on the program. Ghana Say Online TV says, every young minister must know that you need to go through a process before you get up there. I'm coming. And then Prayer Force, Charlie Prayer Force, really, he says, honorarium, a payment is a payment given for professional services that are rendered normally without charge. Okay, thank you for that. And so now I'm talking about indiscipline here. I mean, we've all been to programs. For him, he knows that me a program chef. I mean, you go for programs and then you see people standing outside. Recently, we went for a program. I had to let the ushers go and tell the people outside that they should come inside, because when I go, my team will come. I mean, you came to support the person. So why are you standing outside? Especially with the instrumentalists. I mean, instrumentalists and then the ministers themselves. Do you think that is also part of the influence of people not honoring? Because I don't know, say, we ministers that are upcoming, like, that is our attitude. So, I mean,
it could be a bit to me about say, at the end of the day, we cry on money. So, Ujina Bonting or trying to do this one now about Uria now call like I say, oh, Nyahi, Womuntino. Yeah, because I don't know, but personally, I think after I had one encounter with God, if I go for a program, I don't really care whether it's my favorite person, whether it's, I just put myself in what I went there for. So I don't really look at who is here, who is not here, whether the one standing by me is doing this. No, I'm just there for what I went for. So I don't think it's nice. And you're fair. Say I invite you by into me by and I'm I mean, it's not fair. And you're fair. So we'll buy so you should come in whether everything is going on well or not. Just be there to support. Ebinum, I've seen few ebinum mamba mujenjan and I wake on Tuniye and they'll be making their
funny
own
comments.
Yes.
Maybe that is it's a seed that they are harvesting. I mean, you know, nothing goes scot-free in life. Whatever you sow, you reap. So maybe God is disciplining some of the ministers. I'm not saying
if you are being invited,
I'm just saying because I mean you go for a program and you are even talking ill about another man. I have a friend. Yeah. I won't mention his name. He's online. He spoke about a friend of his who was saying that Aqua then auto. Later on, or your vocal engine. Do you get it? So looking at that, I mean looking at the whole thing about honoring. Kwame Jan, and let me take it from Kwame Jan's statement. He's talking about the fact that, I mean, the value you place down, just like you. Shosana wa dress it. Kama. Okoye no. Omomuhu o say akwa small man. But still, you get. Is it that the single? No. So the question is, how do we measure value? What is the?
Do you let me put it this way. With what Osofo Kwame Jan is saying, pleasing our Father, right?
Yeah, pleasing the Lord first.
Yeah. I don't believe that the ministers here, or I don't know about other ministers, but I don't go for program focusing on what they will give me. I go for program to honor my Father.
Sure.
And secondly, if not for anything, one person needs to be changed. One person has to be touched. Maybe there is a song that I will raise which will do so many things over there. Do you understand it?
Yeah.
But one thing is, we have this mindset as church that senior ministers, upcoming ministers. So that tag, upcoming ministers, the big men, the big women, ADD are showing it him. So no matter how you look, if they don't see you coming up, like udinwaha, no matter how, like you can be good,
Don't mind you.
you can dress, you can carry grace, but because of that motive that we have in mind, you do whatever, and still you get some few people who disrespect you.
Oh, yeah.
Because of time, let's go to the quick one. Now, my question is, so with this monetary stuff, does it mean that, so when I'm organizing a program, I should know my level and know the kind of people to call?
Sure.
No, because, I mean, I'm now trying to pull my weight small, and I want to go and call somebody like Pastor Isaiah, or Jometo, or Minister Eugene Zuta. And these are people, we all know that they've paid the price. Let me use the word, they've paid the price. Not to say the top. Let me say they've paid the price through and they are there. And you're going to call them. What's the swah? Even your sound, it's a problem. So why don't we, my suggestion, I mean, I'm the host, I'm the moderator, but I'm also in the soup together. So we are all having a discussion. So why don't we rather organize the program within our means, invite people that our means can reach? John,
Well, personally, I think there is nothing wrong with dreaming out
big. I mean, dreaming. No,
you understand? And then there are some people too that have, like I said earlier, relationships with these big people you are mentioning. You understand? There are people that when they organize programs, you have no idea the big people that will come around.
Yeah, true.
They just have relationships. Some have served, and some have served, and some have served. So when they call on these big people we are talking about, they will just come. They won't come and take anything from you. Some will actually support the ministry too. You understand? So it's not about you looking at what you have sometimes. Sometimes it's good to dream big. And you invite the person. Some people even gather money just to invite big people. And it's normal. It's part of the whole thing. You understand?
Although like 4 years back, 5 years back, 6 years back, I was coming up in the ministry. And I did so many mistakes that I don't wish to do those mistakes again.
Okay.
Or I don't wish to see someone that at least coming, like we are all upcomings, but Obia at least we no bear some mistakes name. Because 4 years, 5 years back, when we said 3,000 or 6,000 or 5,000, sound 1,008, it was money.
Yeah.
See someone that is now coming up, then I'll find my way out to raise 1,008 just for sound. Find my way out, raise 1,000 just for lighting. Find my way out
2,000 for video.
Like funny stuffs. And ask me, after all those things, at least I could have cut down budgets. Those money, I could have saved them, do some businesses, so that at least it can support me as a person. Mm-hmm. Do you get this? Do you? That is where the stress comes in. Okay. If I have 1 or 2 businesses, or you have 2 or 3 businesses, program, you don't think about what they'll give you. You are okay. But because of some mistakes that we did, it's disturbing us. In the sense of what my brother was saying, if we don't, like, it's not bad to think or dream big, but it is bad if you are, how will I put it?
You are jumping the process.
Yes, you have not gotten to that stage.
To be
trying to just be smart, going faster than
you want
your time. Yes.
I think. I'm
sure,
not cutting you, but I think there is a lot of competitions going on.
That is
and
the thing.
Around. So because
what is saying
I
is true.
see somebody organize a program, I may not know the sponsorship he had.
Or the links they have.
The links they have. There are people that in their church alone, when he wants to organize a program or she wants to organize a program, one person can just give him maybe 10,000 cities, 15,000 cities to support the program. But you, your place, you don't have anybody. Your own self, they are taking. There are people that organize programs in their own church and they still have to pay for the auditorium.
Well,
very true, sir.
Before you come in,
God
now,
bless you.
And you want to compare.
Before you come in, I mean, I love this man so much. The man I'm coming to make his comment. I love you, Daddy. I love you so much. In fact, this should tell you that my pastor, he supports my ministry like something. I mean, from my program I'm about to host, from the beginning of the process down to now, he's guided me through. Sometimes I let him cry, why you arrow, baby? Then I'll send it to him, Daddy, this is what I've done. Then you tell you that, no, change this one and do it like this, like this. Then I'll fix it in. Then you ask me, so how far with this? How far? Now, he's watching us. He's been watching us. So,
God bless you, Daddy. God bless you, Daddy.
I'm not coming to mention his name. His name is Pastor David Lamte, the pastor in charge of the Rehoboth Assembly, the Apostolic
Yes,
Church.
sir.
God bless you, Daddy. He said something. He said, upcoming ministers must wait unto the Lord and bring something new. That's what will make the difference. This is very sensitive. The last phrase is for me the keynote. That's what makes the difference. Yesterday at the funeral, I was talking to some of our sound guy and then one of the instrumentalists. I said, every instrumentalist that has worked with me know that me, if you work with me and you are not creative, you can't work with me for long because me Amate, I will push you. I mean, I wouldn't let you like do this microphone whilst I'm singing this. Create something out of this microphone. Let me see a different kind of microphone from you. So what I told him was that, how do we play this song? Let me put this thing down. Agambe kura hallelujah kuru. Can you use your hand to give me the beat? If right now I start. Agambe kura hallelujah kuru. Para hallelujah para. Agambe kura hallelujah. But do you know that's not the original rhythm? Sure. Do you know that's not the original rhythm? Who brought this rhythm? Joe. No, Francis Samu.
Okay.
He says Agambe kura hallelujah pam 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 pam. But the original rhythm goes cool. Agambe kura hallelujah pat para hallelujah. But now in Ghana, especially, when you raise that song, any instrumentalist who is learning, he will not play the original one. He plays whose own? Francis Amu's own. Now his own has come to stay. Let me give you another example. Joe Metal. What is the original tempo of Jesus, oh yeah, Jesus?
It's a worship song.
But now what do we use it for?
Praises.
How do we do it? So even the punchlines, how do we do it? So Jesus, oh yeah, give me drama. Jesus, no, give me the rhythm. I want us to understand what my pastor is trying to say here. Now, Jesus, oh yeah, Jesus, but in Naira, Jesus, right? That's what we all do, right? That's what every drummer, every instrumentalist play, right? But that's not it. So where did it come from? Because he made something what?
Different, yeah.
Different. I think this issue that even came up with Joe, that he picked some people's song. You know that issue, right? You didn't hear of it?
Yeah.
I heard of it.
Now, one thing about Joe is, because I follow him a lot, he and then Sonny Badu, is that they pick the thing. Probably, definitely, they've seen the owners of the song and they are working on it. They present the song in such a way that you want to listen again.
In different way.
Most of Eshe Oluwa, he gave me most of the song he sang on that first album was not his song. But now, his song, the song, how he sang it has now come to stay. Which means that the difference really counts here. Are we getting it? Now, because he said that we should what? Wait on the Lord. And bring something new. So his emphasis is waiting on the Lord for the Lord to give you something refreshing. So in other words, it means that not to all of us, but some of us, we are actually producing what we've been hearing already.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, it's great. But I think that's another aspect of the whole thing. That's another part of it. There is another part too, that people are not actually creating anything. People are not going to the studios to record something new that God has given to them, but they are also doing ministry. You understand? That's
doing ministry. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Let me say this. Maybe in your church, okay, you are a music minister. You are part of the choir. You lead praise and worship. You lead songs and all that. But God has not given you. You have waited on the Lord. You wait on the Lord. But God has not given you any new song to bring out. Or maybe, so that will have to come to creativity, like you said earlier. But, with what we were talking about earlier, we are talking about these big people, because of the names they have made through the songs and the impacts they have made. You understand? But it's, like I said, it's not everybody that would be able to do those things. Oh, yeah. Not everybody would be able to bring out a song, would be able to even make a cover. We know a lot of people that are making impact, are doing ministry, but they don't have one song to their credit.
So, if I want to understand what you are saying carefully, so which means that they sing the normal praise and worship.
They sing the normal praise and worship, and they are all over, but they don't have one song, even the normal song. This pam 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 you are playing, they will sing, and they won't even play those things in their songs, in their administration. But they are flowing and they are everywhere. I don't know if you get my point clearly.
I get your point.
Yes. So it depends on the angle we are discussing this, or the angle we are looking at.
Oh, the angle we are looking at is like the broad aspect. But for me, what I'm looking at is the place of honor. I'm looking at, because we are talking about honorable in charge here. So I'm looking at what we put on the table in order for the honor to come.
So for what Daddy is saying is right. Most of us we hardly have
time with God,
intimacy with God. Not just time, deeper intimacy with God. Most of us, we give excuse of our works and those stuffs. But one thing that I've realized is, when you have all these things and there is no money to push your agenda, you can't go. Yes, God will bring the helpers. It's true. But if at that moment someone might have a brilliant idea, brilliant creativity with his band, he just need a little push to fly that thing. Okay. I can tell you to a fact that Metal and the big guys that we are mentioning their name, they did not just stand up and get to the top. As they were struggling, God brought them someone, and that person pushed them. You can be anointed. You can spend much time with God. You can have all the grace. Sometimes I go to program and I meet some ministers and I'm like, wow.
Levels.
Like, this person can, but you have not even heard his name before.
No, it's just like is it my brother Nee Sam stated in his comments. I'm trying to pick it up. He made mention of the fact that someone like John the Baptist was somebody who wasn't really known. He said, getting to the top doesn't make you the top. John the Baptist wasn't at the top, but he baptized the top.
That was what I was talking about here.
Yeah, as in not everybody is getting to the top.
Yeah, not everybody will get to the top.
Beautiful.
But with someone who has the creativity, like you have everything, you are doing everything, like everything. Your time with God, everything that you are doing is positive. Yes, the waiting, you are waiting. And still, I went for a program and the person said, my recording, you came with them. Like, Sikeniho. Oh, was scam, maybe in Transylvania. I will do it myself.
Beautiful.
That is it.
So as we, I mean, this is a broad discussion. I think, I don't know when the next episode is going to come again, but but we are looking at what the Lord will do. But I think that with this honor thing and all that we are talking, creativity and all, from everything, if I pick the key phrase in it, it means that the first place of support must be from your church.
Oh, sure.
True.
Do you know why I'm saying that? Now, you were talking about the fact that somebody can be creative and all that, but the person sings in church.
Sure.
So it means that the first place of support.
I'm not going to talk about it. This thing, dear.
No.
Because when I talk,
I think
I will say things.
You know,
Daddy, please, I think I need to
talk.
bring you. I need to bring you to this show so that
you know, the truth of the matter is you can be very good at times, like I said earlier, than the people that they will invite for the programs.
Oh, that one. I mean, no.
But
okay, we'll talk about it next time.
I don't know if it's. They just fail to recognize the fact
They
that
just
you are
don't
trying
value
your best
you.
and you need support.
It's simple. They don't value you.
That's why I
They
said
don't
it's
care what
just
you are
not
doing.
fair.
And familiarity comes in a lot. When, like, familiarity.
That's deadly stuff.
Oh, I will say where the enemy no. Sunday waha. Sunday in Ipa.
Oh, no.
You can be so anointed, but we know him. So
I mean,
There are times that the people that will come would actually, they will see you and they'll be like, hey, hey, and then there's a champagne for they know what you carry.
I went for
But
a
your
program-
church
I went for a
doesn't know
program
what
like
you
that.
carry.
I went for a program like that, and I actually didn't go to minister. I just went to support the brother, and I was helping out. And some of the guys, most of the guys there, like they know me. They're like, minister, I was like, I said, why? I'm like, oh, nah, like I'm not coming to minister. I just came to help. I just came. So I mean, we need to talk deep about this honor thing.
Yeah.
It means that in wrapping up, it means that I know some of us, we still do our best, but we are not recognized in our church. But on the basis of assumption that that is where the help must start from, it means that you, the minister, you have to serve well in your church. I know some of us, I mean, it has happened to me several times. It has happened to me several times. Even when I send letter, like, I want to do program in the church, I have to do protocol, like long process stuff. I know. But what I'm saying is that the basis of the whole thing, first of all, is service in your local church, right? If you are not fortunate and you go and find yourself at a place where they don't know how to give, and I just say nyami I just say nyami. But the point is that the basis of this whole thing, like I said, is service, right? And people must place value on ourselves. First of all, we as ministers, we need to place value on ourselves. No, you see, some of us, we talk too much. Some of us, we do some things that, sometimes it is our own deeds that make people not to support us. Like on a general way. I'm being frank. Like there are some people, I look at them. I went somewhere with somebody. The pastor gave the person money to give to me. The person spent the money and gave me excuse. But I didn't go alone. What made me realize it? What made me know that the pastor had given the guy money was that we went with another guy. And me, who guy no Kumasi, who like powerful way. Me, I respect everybody, like no matter who you are. So the guy was rather calling me Papa. Inti sana, why standard? Inti, or see guy na say, or something so best and kano in what she needs after the frega and a guy in fact. Then I called him, then I was like, your guy said this and this, what is it? And was like, oh, Papa, we may fino. No, come call the program or come as a crying, so call our mommy. I'm like, are you doing payback? So why did you do that? If you know that the person didn't honor you, why are you calling the person to punish the person? Then I kept on asking because the guys wanted to go to Kumasi and he didn't have money. So I had to now gather the courage because that was my first time meeting the pastor. And I didn't know him and I didn't want to spoil the relationship between the two of them because when I asked, it means that. And the pastor was like, I have given him money. Then he mentioned the amount. I gave him this amount to give to you and this amount to give to the other guy. Then the guy now come to tell me that car they call and not knowing the pastor had told you that don't bring car, pick normal car. He has car over there. When we get to the station, he will ask them to come and pick us. But I can't wait or rented car. You do honum car, ya lucky car because they say on 2 years. It was the pastor who had to pay the money. Are you getting me? But this is the guy. He comes to me. He still comes. I hug him. So we are going to talk deep about this thing, and I'll try as much as possible to get a resource person, like a pastor who can help us balance the equation between what makes pastors not to support their ministers in church, but they can support other ministers outside their church. And big ups to Pastor David Lampton for the great support you've been giving me, and then my sister, everybody that's close to you, like Dr. Seji, all of us, we say God bless you. And then also God bless you too. The finest Papa, Apostle Godsaye-Simpson. Papa, I love you. This man too, oh my goodness. That man, when you get connected to him, you will love him. I was supposed to come and minister at his conference, but I was working. Then I called this man. He couldn't go. He was busy. Then he called one of our guys, and then he came. And I'm saying, oh, baby, there are some places when you are telling somebody to go, you won't think twice. Do you know that? Because you know that when you go, I'm ready, you're better. And I was like, no, go. Don't worry. See. Yeah, fine.
I remember the guy calling me to say, Papa, thank you.
I mean, look at this.
It was like,
because
thank
where
you
he
so
went,
much.
he was what? On it. The other time they were going for production too. I called some of my boys. I couldn't go. The chairman is here. I told him that, go, don't worry. Because I know the one you are going. Where you are going, I know what. Do you know the guy sent me a message? He was like, God bless you. Papa, God bless you so much. No, seriously. He was like, God bless you so much. Because he enjoyed himself and then he learned. I didn't tell you, Sammy. He learned because he went to meet different machines. He had not used magic. I mean, black magic. He has not used that machine before. He went to see it. He's learned. One t-shirt account. So, there are some places you don't think twice to go. There are some places you go and you know that, Charlie, and then you are sorted out. So, I'm going to bring a pastor. I'll try as much as possible to find a man of God that can have time to give us the reason why some pastors find it difficult to support their own, but they can support other people. Is it a disease? Is it a demon? Or it is you, the person? No. I mean, let's be frank.
Sometimes I'm also come home.
The ministers know. Can you hear? Can my microphone say?
Ebinum embro mo hwase. Omo feel say like they are on top until like they are entitled to everything.
That thing is true.
They feel so entitled.
Sure.
I know some ministers, they know because now they are ministers and all that. They don't go for choir results.
It's really true.
So
no, it's not like they don't have time. They have time, but they don't go.
Sure.
I direct choirs. I tell the choristers that me in my church, I'm a choir member. I have a music director. They tell me what to do. And I have to shut up.
So much sense of entitlement. They feel a bit reluctant to help. That's what I think.
And also, but sometimes it's not about you feel you deserve, but you are doing the thing, and a worker is worthy of what? His wages.
And the wages is from God. No,
the wages.
If you say that the wages is from God.
I'm just no.
No, God called you.
Relax.
Not your pastor.
Relax. That is a different thing altogether. But I'm saying that so far as you are giving somebody something,
give me to some.
You have to give the person to something.
Okay.
And so, you don't get the whole thing.
I get your.
You know something. I think our time is up, right? Sometimes, you brand one person, you push one person, and show that person
the rest.
Your church, the rest will be known. We are winning souls for Christ, and now Christendom, you have to have strategic measure to be able to win souls because there are competitions outside with the world.
Yeah.
So if we don't have strategic methods to win or to brand what we are doing, who is going to come? Sometimes you pick one person. Also, sometimes you pick one person, no matter what. Just push that person. Just push that agenda, and trust me, you'll be shocked that through that person. When we mention Assemblies of Exhibition, I know Jometo is worshiping there.
Yeah.
And I can tell you to a fact that Some people are going to church, yes, because of Christ, but he's also playing a role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just because I want to see metal.
Even just because of Edwin Datson, people go to ICGC.
That is it. So sometimes you pick someone and push the person for your own, like.
For the church to grow, it's part of it.
We just started in your man. The church is growing, and very soon Christ is coming.
Sure.
How much souls have we won? Can we still go with the old style to win souls for Christ? No.
You know, somebody pushed the person that you think is good now for you to invite. Somebody supported that person.
Very true.
For you to even see that person to invite.
Just look
so
at
whom
Pastor
have
Christ.
you also pushed? Or whom are you helping?
Also, please look at Pastor Christ. Look at the numbers of ministers that
he has brought out. He started with
Moses.
Snatch. Moses, please.
See how he's pushing the guy.
He started with Snatch, and then out of Snatch.
See the number of ministers that he's.
I mean, it's very true. I think it's very true. But then the advice I also give to ministers: please, let's stay humble, because sometimes Ghana, your problem. Because let me give an example. Easy concept. Mercy Chinwo. The rest of the people on that label, they thank Mercy Chinwo even more than the manager. Do you know why? Because it looks like Mercy Chinwo has opened the door. So when they enter, it's not that difficult. They easily, because so now Mercy has become like a mother to them. Are you getting me? So I think what you're saying is also right, but let's wait on the Lord, just like my pastor said, and then bring something new.
We are waiting.
If you want a church to actually fellowship,
we keep on waiting.
The pastor will
keep on waiting.
If you are humble and you are ready to listen, come to my church. We are at Odoko Tipa. I mean, but don't come with the motive that I come to support you. Because if you come and it has to delay before we support you,
you'll be disappointed.
Right? And whilst we're having the streaming, one of my wonderful, should I say my sons, he just stepped in Jordan Music. I think Monday he's having a private live recording as well, and we'll be going there to support him. I don't know if you have to. I'll come with him, man. We'll be going there. We're doing it in the studio, so watch out for him. I mean, he's coming out powerful, powerful, powerful. Let me read these comments, and then we're going to talk about the last thing, and then we go. This thing. My manager is looking at my face. So Nissan was like, my explanation is too lengthy, so I invite you to come and sit here and talk about it. Amen.
Also,
Prayer Force Incorporated, Kofi Akwa says, if you have anything to do, do it first unto the Lord before asking for money. It is God who rewards. I don't think as young upcoming ministers, focus on your ministry until God advertises.
Also, we are not talking about money here. It's not money that we are talking about here. So that is the biggest mistake that he's doing.
And then he also said, Amart, who can honor more than God? And Kwame Jan official says, this is why I say, what has God called you to do? What is the specific tenets of your ministry? Every ministry has been called to do something different in the body of Christ. So maybe you too, the reason why people are not really honoring you the way, from what he's saying, is that you are doing what God has not asked you to do. So they can't see you. You know, they can't see you from the spiritual eye to be able to honor you. Do you get? So please, wait on the Lord and let the Lord show you that this is your angle. So go that way, right? So before we wrap up, God bless you so much. Before we wrap up, now we're going to talk about the t-shirts I'm wearing. Reason to celebrate. Oh, clap, 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 clap. Ah, you can't clap. Clap. It's very important. If you don't clap, you're a suspect. Who you that you're watching clap? Hey, so this is the thank you. So this is the second edition. Reason to celebrate. Is a moment where we don't come to ask God. In fact, it's not an atmosphere of asking at all. It is an atmosphere of giving God thanks, giving God praise. I mean, thanking Him for all His mercies. I got this project about 4 years ago. Reason to celebrate. I didn't have a meaning. This, one of the important things, waiting on God. If you go to Facebook, my page, and you go and search, like when you go through my pictures, you see it there, black with yellow writing, reason to say. I didn't know what the program was about, but I heard it. So I waited, I threw it away. So last year, and then the Lord just drew my attention, what COVID can do. The statement that came to my mind, what COVID can do. See what we went through during the COVID. People thought they were going to lose their life. I can't shake you. I can't hold you. But through it all, some of us were not wearing a mask. Some of us, the sanitizer, were not using it. But we have not gotten it. But people who were even using it, even more, they got it. Then I was like, this is a reason. So God just laid it on my heart. Last year we did it. So this year, this is our second edition. And Undeniable God is a theme. I'll be recording 2 of my songs, which Undeniable God is one of the titles. I have wonderful ministers that are coming on. After the program, we're going to put up the video so that you watch it. It's on the 12th of December. The second Sunday in December at the Apostolic Church, Rehoboth District. When you get to Tipa, if you're coming from Kaswa and you get down, the junction on your right side, where you get down, there's a nice junction there. You take that turn straight. There'll be a signboard that will be directing you. If you're coming from Kaneshi, you get down in front of a gas filling station of organizer. Across the street, you see the road. You take it. The time is 4 p.m., red carpet. This way, Charlie, you have to come and pass through. All of you, come and pass through. Charlie, you see your swag. Let them take you, pictures. Now, any guy. Single. Your prayer has Sammy, the prayer has been answered.
Stop that. Not here.
You are going too far.
Right? The red carpet starts at 4 and the program itself starts exactly at 5. Listen, I beg you, my church, when we say 5, I mean like the 5 is 4:51. Our 5 is 4:51. Like we start on the dot. So come on time and let's enjoy the atmosphere of praise and worship together. I have people like my sister, Dr. Sejiri, Sam Aqua, Nanagate, who else? Caleb Jones, he's also on a wonderful, I don't know, but we are yet to confirm. I have to pass through protocol. So I'm yet to confirm. We have David Ayu, we have Sheila Brown, we have Tracy from Akimoda, and other wonderful people. Thanks to all the sponsors. I want to thank my boss also, the Festus Battels. God bless you for your great support. And thanks to Apostle Godsaye-Simpson too for your great push. And Pastor David Lante, I can't take you out. Mrs. Sampa, God bless you. Mama Harriet, Larry, God bless you so much. Hey, Ben, Mr. Benji, God bless you. Joshua Ayi, Charlie, I can't take you out of the thing. Lexis, God bless you all. Let's meet on this day, and Ishmoto too will be there. Charlie, if I don't mention his name, right, so before we wrap up, I'm just going to take like 5 seconds and talk from them, and then we go. So start, Caleb.
Okay,
what's your take?
What I want to say is our upcoming ministers.
Tell them something.
They should stop pretending.
Hey.
When it comes to these things that we are hitting on.
Okay.
Some of them are bleeding. They are really suffering. But they are acting like everything is okay. Because they have the little push. They think they are acting like everything. But within them, they know that what we are saying is right.
I think the next time I'll stand.
So they should try to. When you are being too real, people think you are money conscious. That is not it. But we want the goodness. Because if I'm going to studio, I'll use money. Whatever I'm doing, I'll use money. With your program that is coming up, you just mentioned something to me, and I was like,
I mentioned the budget to
yes, you mentioned. And I was like, Osofo, this, we are all using money to push this thing. So we need that support. Yes, the value counts a lot. Waiting upon God counts a lot. But when the support is not there, I can't wait on God and keep it in my room. It has to come out. Thank you very much.
I praise.
Okay, I would also say that in all, we shouldn't lose our focus. No matter how things get good or bad, we shouldn't lose our focus. We should focus on the God who has called us. Things will be hard and all that, but we shouldn't lose our focus.
Wow.
We should just focus on Him. Or no afraid, or no answer. If they invite us and they don't give us anything, God knows that when we went, we gave in our best, and He, in His own way, will reward us. So we should keep our focus. We shouldn't lose it.
Wow, this is a mother figure speaking. I told somebody today that every lady has the mother in her. Why are you? I mean, Mom, we have vanilla. I'm for being brain.
All right. I just want to say that before we forget, she owes me a cake. So that one, I've said it online. Everybody should watch.
She owes people.
All right, so,
you know you owe me.
All right. So I want to say that to those who think that we have to attain some particular profession or some particular point, or we have to get to a particular point before they learn to honor or they appreciate the gift of God to them, I think they should stop thinking like that. That is some of the pressures that are making these days. Everybody wants to come out with a song. Everybody wants to record something. Everybody wants to do something. Not the BB basa, binenam air basa. Sebi utie bimu krampo or something. You just get a. Please don't go there. Please don't go there. You just, some of the things when you listen to them, you just get angry in your spirit and all that. You understand? So I think that is giving a lot of people pressure to go and do things that they are not supposed to do. But if you appreciate them for what God has put in them, I think we will be good to go.
God bless you so much. Ministers, please learn to go for conferences, not only when they call you to minister. That thing we don't like it. Go and learn, you learn. You're better than I am mouse. Right, so guys, God bless you so much. This has been Table of Ministers. The next time we're going to have some surprises. I'm going to surprise you. Right, God bless everybody that came. Thanks to Dr. Tichi and thanks to the wife, wherever she is. We say God bless you in your states. I mean, God bless you so much. I'll come out to the house. And thanks to my family. I think my wife was watching. I saw her. She didn't write. She was only giving thumbs up and all that, right? Thank you, Mrs. Boyfield, for watching. And thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody that watched. I think I've not left anybody.
So warrior.
Thanks to Jordan Music. Thanks to Joyce and Gloria for your time. God bless you so much. And Ishmael, God bless you. So we'll meet same time next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, lovely people, this is your boy Amart. I'm so excited to invite you to this year's event, Reason to Celebrate. This is our second edition, and the theme is Undeniable God. The statement alone tells it all. We cannot deny the fact that God exists in our entire life. That is the reason why we are coming together, and it's going to be on the 12th of December at the Apostolic Church, Ghana, at the Rehoboth District Assembly, Sakama. Trust me, you can't afford to miss it. Red carpet is going to be from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on the dot, the event starts. Trust me, you don't want to miss from the beginning to the end. This year's red carpet is going to be lit. I have wonderful friends that are coming in to support me. People like Nana Gate, Sam Aqua, we have Dorcas Ejuri, and other wonderful ministers that will be coming on. Make sure that you make a date on the 12th of December. It is a Sunday.
Hi guys, my name is Efe Holali and this is Worship Gateway TV. Click on that subscribe button and be blessed. Hallelujah.
Worship Gateway TV. Subscribe. Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to Worship Gateway TV.
Let's worship.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.
Hi guys, my name is Efe Holali and this is Worship Gateway TV. Click on that subscribe button and be blessed.